today we're going to work on Vishwamitrasana variation. And Christina, who is the other half of NutritionME, requested working on this posture. So to prepare, if you know already that binding your hands behind your back in some of the postures is not doable for you, already grab a strap or a piece of fabric. It can be a shirt or something, just so you have a little bit of distance to help you to do some of the binds in the warm-up. To start, just stand at the top of your mat, bring the feet together, palms together in front of your chest. Close your eyes. And just spend a few moments here tuning in with your own breath. Observe the expansion and decreasing of the lungs behind the rib cage. We'll open the practice by chanting the sound of Om one time. You can do it with me if you'd like. If you like, you can devote this practice to someone you think needs it, someone you love, somebody you don't know. Let's warm up. Open the eyes. Reach the hands up over your head. Reach the hands forward. Bring them all the way down to the floor. Forward fold. Now step the right foot back. Untuck the back toe. Interlock the fingers except the index finger. Reach up and over. Hands back to the floor. Step the left foot back. Feet together. Lower down the knees, chest and chin. Look forward. Shoulder blades together. Untuck the toes. Bring the chest up and forward. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. You can rock the torso up and down. Reach the heels to the ground. See if the top of the head can come closer to the floor. Right foot forward, in between the hands. Left knee down. Top of the foot in the floor. One more time, Kapiasana. Hands back to the floor, step the left foot forward, feet together. Palms together, reach up. Hands in front of your chest. Reach the hands up and back. Reach forward and down. Left foot back. Palms together, reach up and over. Hands back to the floor. Step the right foot back. Feet together. Lower down the knees, chest and chin. You can stay here with the hands under your shoulders or walk the hands forward for a little puppy stretch. Hands back under the shoulders, top of the feet in the floor. Chest forward and up. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Right knee in the floor, top of the foot in the floor. Palms together, reach up and over. Hands back to the floor. Right foot forward. Palms together, reach up. Palms in front of your chest. Reach up. Reach forward and down. We spend a little longer in the forward fold this time. You can hold the calves, ankles, or step the fingertips underneath your heels. Try to bring the stomach and thighs together. If you stepped over the fingertips, release them. Step the right foot back. Toes on the floor. Lower down the heel. Keep the knee off the floor. Reach up with your hands to warrior one. Open the hands to warrior two. And continue all the way down with the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Here, few choices. You can stay here. You can also go for extended side angles, so reach forward with your right fingertips. Or you can take the first bind. Right arm behind your back. Left hand underneath your thigh. Hold your hands. Or see if the left hand can hold around the right wrist. You can also take your strap or clothing or something here to help you with the bind. Good. Now, bring the left hand down to the floor. See if you can step it behind, under your left foot. Bend the left elbow. See if you can walk the left foot more into the inside of the mat. And then see if you can lift the left foot up, away from the floor. If that is possible, grab the top of the foot with your right hand. And see if you can kick the foot forward. Maybe you can even put your head through and look to the ceiling. Step the foot back into the floor, Kundyanasana. Keep the left elbow bent. Come onto your right toes. See if you can reach the left toes forward. Maybe then take the float. Place the belly on the right elbow and float up with your back toes as well. Bend the left knee. Float back into Chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Right foot in between the hands. Left heel down. Reach up with your arms. Separate the arms. Reach right hand forward, left hand back, warrior two. And continue down. Right hand to the inside of the right foot. Reach up to the ceiling with your left fingertips. You can stay here, you can continue to extended side angle, reaching the left fingertips forward, or take the bind. Left arm behind your back, right arm underneath your thigh. Again, you can take a strap to bring the distance of the hands closer together. Otherwise, hold your hand or even walk the right hand to your wrist or forearm. Look to the ceiling, over the left shoulder. Look to the floor, release your bind. Bring the right hand behind the heel and to the opposite side, underneath your leg. Bend the right elbow, walk the right foot more to the middle of the mat. You can stay here or you can try the next. Lift the right foot off the floor. If that's possible, maybe hold the top of the foot and kick the foot forward. Maybe stick your head through under your arm and look to the ceiling. Right foot back down, Kundianasana. Come on to left toes, so heel is off the floor. Bend the right elbow. Walk the foot forward. Maybe point it and bring it off the floor. Next thing you can try, bend the left elbow. See if you can float both feet off the floor. Bend the right knee, float back to Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Once again, you can rock the torso up and down. Look forward, bend the knees, float. Bring your hands to the edge of the mat, feet pointing diagonally forward. Bring your hips down for a squat. See if you can lengthen up through the spine, just coming forward. Elbows can gently push the knees out to the sides. Good. Hands in the floor. Step your feet even wider than the mat. And then bend the knees. Bring your torso up. Hands to your inner thighs. And then sit as low as you can. Keep pushing into the right inner thigh. Bend the left elbow and look over the left shoulder. It's a little twist here. The right hand keeps pushing the inner thigh out to the side. Come back to center, change to the other side. Left hand keeps pushing the left thigh to the side. Good. Come back to center. Stretch through the knees, let your top of the head reach down to the floor. You can hold your ankles from the outside. You might have to step your feet a little bit further apart. See if you can land the top of the head in the floor. If it's possible, if you like to float up into your headstand, you can take a tripod, hands in between your feet. You can also take the basket, hold with your hands, interlocking the fingers behind your head. Squeeze the elbows together in front of your eyes. And then lift your hips high. See if you can float your toes off the floor. And maybe come all the way up with your feet together. Toes pointing to the ceiling. Come back gracefully with as much control as possible. Land your feet in the floor. Step the feet closer together. Now, feet mat width apart, toes pointing parallel forward. So inside of the mat's edges. Now, take your left arm through the legs. You can bend the knees. Now bind your hands around the left thigh. Right arm around the spine. Hold your hand, maybe left hand, hold your right wrist. And then try to lengthen through your knees. Look up to the ceiling over your right shoulder. Look to the floor. Start putting all your weight into the right foot. Come to the tippy toes of your left foot and see if you can lift the leg up. Bird of paradise. Strong standing leg on the right. See if you can lengthen up through the spine. Top of the head reaches to the ceiling. Chest forward. Last thing you can try is kick your left toes to the ceiling. Then start pointing the toes back to the floor. Look at the floor. Slowly bring the left foot back down. Good. Release the bind. You can shake out your shoulders, your arms if you need. And then bend the knees again. Now right arm reaches through the legs. Find your right arm underneath your right thigh. Left arm around the spine. Hold your hand. You can still use a strap if you need. Maybe walk the right hand to the right wrist. Then lengthen through both legs as much as possible. Look to the ceiling over your left shoulder. Look to the floor. Start putting all the weight into your left foot. Come to your right toes. And then see if you can start to rise up, bringing the right leg up. Stretch through your left leg. The last thing you can try is point to the ceiling with your right toes. Slowly start pointing the toes to the floor. Come the back down with control and grace. And release the bind. Shake your head side to side. Loosen your torso and upper body. Now step the feet a little bit wider apart than the mat. Bring your hips in the same height as your knees. Now walk your left hand behind the heel, elbow gently bent so that your knee can rest on your upper arm. Walk the left foot forward until the foot can come up. Now either hold the top of your foot or around the ankle if you're more flexible. Start kicking the left toes to the side. Lengthen up through your left arm so it's straight. Maybe put your head under the arm and look to the ceiling. Slowly start to bend the knee. Bring the foot back to the floor. And then the other side. Bring your right hand behind the heel. Bend your right elbow gently. Walk your right foot forward so that the foot can come off the floor. Now take your left hand either to the top of the foot or around the ankle if you're more flexible, and start kicking the foot out to the side. Point your toes. See if you can bring your head under the arm and see if you can look to the ceiling. Lengthen up through the right arm. Slowly start to bend the knee, bring the head back. Foot on the floor, release. You can hold your elbows, swing a little bit side to side, back and forth. hands to the floor, step your feet about mat width apart. Bend your knees, stork pose. Take your arms around the legs. Try to bring your hands through from the back. Try to reach your chin round your spine. See if you can look to your own butt. If your hands can come to your ears, that's even better. Maybe even to the back of your head. Maybe if you're very flexible, you can interlock the fingers behind your head. Lean into your toes. Try to stretch your knees. Slowly release. Hands to the floor. Let your seat come down to a squat. And then sit all the way down. Bring your feet forward. Shake out your legs. Let the feet flop side to side. See if you can keep your thighs, your calves completely loose. Now, step your feet close to your seat. Roll down through the spine. Just one little back bend before we end. You can place the palms in the floor for bridge pose. Heels close to your seat. And reach the hips up high, away from the floor. You can stay here or go to full wheel. Take the hands next to your ears, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Push into the hands. And lift your whole spine and head away from the floor. Look to your hands. You can even bring the heels up. Walk your feet closer to your hands. Reach the chest forward. You can even rock back and forth. Slowly start to come back. If you are still in the bridge, slowly start to roll down through the spine. Take your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side, up and down. And start rolling back and forth. Now, bring your left heel to right buttocks. Place the right foot over your left knee. So your legs are crossed over each other. Gentle twist, left arm around the right leg. Try to bring the right knee to the outside of the left chest and look over your right shoulder. You can intensify the twist by bringing the left arm to the outside of the knee. Take your left hand around the sole of your left foot. Now try to push that arm away from you. Reach the center of the chest to the side. Twist. Reach the right fingertips around your spine and look over your right shoulder. Slowly release. You can change the legs by making a little circle with your legs. Right heel to left buttocks. And then left heel. Cross over the leg. Step into the floor over the thigh. Right arm around the knee. Gentle twist. Left knee to the right side of the chest. Twist and look over your left shoulder. can intensify it if you'd like by bringing the right arm to the outside of the knee, right hand around the sole of the right foot. Slowly press into that arm, reach the center of the chest to the side, and then reach around your spine with your left fingertips. Reach up through the whole spine. Slowly release. Lie down over your back for Shavasana. If you need a blanket or a shirt or something to be comfortable, you can grab it now. Then lay down with your legs comfortably separated, arms down by the sides of your torso. Be completely comfortable so that you can find stillness with your body. And do your best to remain still for the next couple of minutes. Relax both of your legs. Let them feel heavy. Relax both of your arms. Let them be loose, relaxed. Feel like they're sinking into the floor. And bring your attention to your abdomen, solar plexus, the center of your chest, the middle of your heart. Relax your throat, neck, jaw and cheeks, eyebrows and forehead, top of the head. And bring your awareness to your breath once again. How your ribcage is moving up and down naturally. Take a deep breath. Fill your lungs. Full exhale. Slowly and gently roll over to the right side of your body. come all the way up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed if possible. Let's finish the practice by whispering Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can do it with me if you'd like. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you everyone for following along, following our journey, and just being interested in bringing some movement, yoga, and nutrition into your life. Hope you have a beautiful day.